All right, welcome back, guys, to another fall episode. This is 3 or 4, I forget. I think it's 4. So it is Saturday, September 28th, end of September, last weekend of September here. It's about 5:30 p.m. right now, and sun is setting at like 6:50, so about an hour till sunset. And as you guys can see, the sun is right here blaring at me. But yeah, today I just wanted to get out quick. So I'm at this will probably be kind of short, relatively short field footage. But I'm just on a road here in town, actually. It's kind of in a interesting spot, but there's like a strip of industrial like buildings down here. And then I'm seeing right up the road, I caught these trees, and they're turning. Actually, they got some nice color on them, and they just get beat down with sun all the time. So yeah, so these trees up here, pretty sure one's like a maple. I think they're just maple trees. But yeah, they actually got some good color on them, so I'm gonna kind of go mosey up there and just see what we can get. It's the first couple trees I've been seeing that are kind of popping a little bit. So that's kind of the plan. We'll just walk up this road, and then hopefully it'll be close to sunset, and we can maybe get some kind of shots of this industrial park stuff over here. So we'll go check it out. It's pretty sunny right now. Sun is hitting these buildings pretty good, but I think once the sun sets, it'll be pretty nice. There's the marsh. So you can see these trees up here. They get lots of sun. So I think that's probably why they're turning early. So I think hopefully you can get some good shots, kind of these first fall colors. All right, guys, check out this silver maple. There's a house right here, so I'm gonna be respectful, but just getting some nice landscape shots, kind of with the house in there. The sun's hitting it really good. It's not fully yellow yet, but definitely very, very pretty. So this like road kind of goes down through here. Check it out. Get another angle of this too. Yeah, I literally just saw this one tree and was like, gotta try and get something. Okay guys, so I finally got the shot here. I was moving around kind of a lot, but this is probably going to be the best that it gets, so just landscape. The sun is like right here, so just went simple landscape here. Just trying to get the yellows. So yeah, we came up through there. Pretty much, I think that's pretty much gonna be it. Like I said, it was kind of short. Just gonna see if there's anything over here. Yeah, that sun is just, honestly, it would be good if I came here in the morning. What are you gonna do though? Okay, short and quick. Yeah, so back in the truck now, guys. There's really not much around here except for that one tree. So, and that's pretty much, that was the goal. It's kind of all I was really looking at was just that one silver maple. It's like kind of the only tree around here that's really turning yellow, so I wanted to capture that. But I did walk down this little alley. There was like a 20-second clip in there you guys saw. I didn't take any video or a ton of video down there because there's a bunch of houses and it's just trying to be respectful. But there was a couple shots down the alleyways that were relatively cool that you guys will see in the photo review. Just some nice sunlight coming through there, and alleys are always kind of interesting. So a couple of those shots as well kind of mixed in. But I'll definitely cut in some field footage for tomorrow, for Sunday. I'm planning on getting out again and probably doing something a lot more than this. But this is just kind of the start of the weekend shoot for this episode. So yeah, honestly, I was expecting a bit more down here, but I just was not seeing a whole lot. And yeah, I mean, the trees are starting to turn, but it's nothing crazy yet. So yeah, we'll just cut to tomorrow's field footage and get right back to it. Okay, we are back. It is Sunday the 29th, so just after yesterday's very short outing. But I am at this hiking spot. So this is a legit hiking spot. I actually never been here before, and I'm pretty stoked to check it out. I was looking at it on the map. So I'm in Minnesota right now, in Brownsville. I'm at Brownsville Bluff Scientific and Natural Area. It's like a science and research area pretty much. I thought it would be harder to get in here, honestly, because it's right off the highway and there's like a private property right here. So you guys can kind of see it's just like right off the highway. So I was happy I was actually able to get in here because it looked a little bit sketchy. But yeah, so this trail goes all the way up the bluff, and I'm really stoked to check it out because I think there's an old abandoned like farmhouse up here, farm building, and like a silo that I saw. So I'm stoked to check that out. Hopefully it's still up there, but from the satellite imagery I think it is. So hopefully we can see that, and then obviously try and get some fall color shots if there's some decent fall foliage out here. But it looks like a super pretty area, and it's about 11:30 in the morning right now, so just about midday. Planning to be out here for quite a while, so yeah, let's go check it out. Yeah, so this trail, it's really pretty hidden. You can barely see it on the map. And I can tell that this is not traveled upon a lot, probably not hiked a lot. I have gone to, this might be a cool shot, the gate there. I have gone to one scientific natural area before. It was last fall, actually in Minnesota as well. They have a lot of them in Minnesota, but usually they're very kind of hidden away. So just so you guys can get a perspective here. This is the trail. I'm gonna block the sun. But Mississippi River is right down there, as you can see through the trees there. So this trail kind of runs up the bluff line off the Mississippi on the Minnesota side. And yeah, only about 20 minutes away from the Cribbo. So actually not too far away from me. I just never, I saw this on the map like a few weekends ago. I didn't know if I would be able to get in here basically. I was like, ah, it looks sketchy, it's like right off a private road. But it worked out. I'm excited, man. First kind of decent shot, I suppose. Just a simple trail shot, looking down on the trail here. You can kind of see tints of yellow coming through, but not a whole lot. September 29th, so it's like still pretty early, but there's a little bit of yellow kind of coming through there down the trail. Which, yeah, let me flip the camera. Yeah, so basically, with it being the end of September, 4th week of September right now, that's still pretty early for fall colors in southern Wisconsin for us. Usually peak is like mid-October to late October where I'm at. So I'm not expecting like some crazy fall foliage colors. Really not expecting that until we get into mid-October, and then I'm gonna start going crazy. But right now, as long as I can pick up maybe a little bit of yellow here and there in these shots, kind of try and look for that, then I'm pretty happy. And if not, even, you know, just trying to capture that late summer, early fall kind of look in these photos. So it's kind of what I'm looking for. A little bit about this place. I was reading on the DNR website. So this is a scientific natural area and research area because of the geology here and the wildlife. So basically, long story short, the rock here is like 500 million years old. It's like old Cambrian era rock, I think it was. Limestone. Super old, 500 million years old. You see that all around my area, this limestone. And then I guess there's also some rare snake breeds that live up here. I don't think any of them would bite me if I saw them, but yeah, I probably won't even see any. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. There's just some like rare, I forget what the snake breeds are called, but just kind of interesting. I was trying to line up this shot for 10 minutes or so, but got some nice yellow coming through on these trees here. Sun's hitting it really nice. I just went vertical about right here, looking up the trail. Just figured I'd get some yellow in there, but actually turned out pretty good. I don't know how far up I am, but we're definitely moving up the bluff now. And yeah, you can see these trees that are kind of getting hit over the path here with that sun. Getting a little bit of color out of them, which is cool. Not a whole lot, but some. Oh yeah. Made it to the top. I also forgot to mention the Packers about to kick off right now versus the Vikings. So go Pack, go. Oh yeah, check this out, guys. Look at what we got here. Old farm building. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so little rundown before we get into it. I'm gonna have to be pretty strategic here about how I'm gonna tackle this, because we got a lot of options here in pretty closed space. So I think I'm gonna be here for a little bit, for a while, but I'm gonna try and be strategic on how I kind of go into this farm area and get pictures. And then we also got these grass bales that I think would look kind of cool over there. You guys can see the bluffs. Really pretty area, but obviously this is someone's land, so I'm gonna be as respectful as possible, try and not cause too much of a ruckus. But there's going to be a lot of opportunities in here, so I'm going to try and be strategic about it and get the best shots I can. Nice shot of the front of the house here, guys. Just took a vertical shot right in here. Got the trunk of this tree in there, and then got some nice yellow in the background of those trees. Pretty creepy looking, to be honest. Pretty creepy looking. This is like a super cool spot though. This is crazy, man. A lot of stuff to work with here. A little shot of this shed here. Got some nice shadows hitting it. Got these little trash bins in there. This tree is actually kind of yellow, so that's cool. But vertical shot, so right about here and here. And I figured out what this place is. So looks like somebody's using this as a hunting shack. Just kind of peering in the windows there. I'm seeing some kind of blinds set up, so this is probably a hunting shack. So it's a good thing I honestly got out here in late September, because yeah, deer season is right around the corner, and I'm sure it would not be fun to be out here when there's hunters in here. So we'll keep moseying around. I'm gonna try and get some closer shots. Another vertical shot here, right in there, focusing on this kind of broken window. Obviously some fall leaves, yellow leaves at the top here. It kind of sucks this isn't a shadow right here, but I'm trying to work with my exposure as best I can. Nice landscape shot here, kind of at the front of the property again. Trying to get the whole picture. Got some nice yellows coming through here too. mouth's just poking out. I also got one kind of in the sun, kind of in here. I was just kind of working around this, seeing what type of angles I could get. There are tons of shots in here, man. We're just gonna keep going until I feel like I got as many as I can, or as many good ones as I could. All right, so a little check-in. It's about 1 o'clock right now. Pretty hot. I've gotten quite a few of the main building, the main house here. You guys will see it. But I think I'm gonna start working these other kind of sheds, these other buildings here. So yeah, got a ton of the main house, and there's lots of kind of just little sheds and shacks around here. There's an old silo out here as well. Yeah, check this out. Really run down. There's a silo. But like I said, this is like, there's absolutely nobody out here. So I'm gonna take as much time as I need. Just keep going. I mean, there's just really a ton of shots. Perfect timing, man. So yeah, I think I might just work this silo, this little shed over there. Just peep around, see what's up. So another vertical shot here. It might be a little hard to tell with the framing what I was looking at, but kind of got a wide angle on the phone here. So right about in here, I was just looking at these vines. They're turning yellow. And framed up the kind of the barn in the back. And where I'm looking out from, let's take you guys out. Also got a shot of this. So another vertical, lots of verticals today. Right here, looking through the kind of rundown barn here. But as you can see, lots of vine growth up here, and it's all turning yellow. So I just thought that looked really cool. Cool shadows too. So check out this now. So just another angle, looking at the front here again. Yeah, another angle. So I was just looking at the yellow on the vines again here, and just tried to line something up with the fence line. There's a lot of clutter in this one, but just went vertical again. Shooting at the front, trying to get some of that yellow in there. This is such a cool spot, man. I'm like having so much fun just wandering around here. In all my years, I had no idea this was up here. I know why they keep it hidden now. It's super cool. But again, definitely would not want to be up here during hunting season. That is a no-go.
I'm definitely going to be coming back here for sure. Not done yet though. I got to check out the silo and kind of the backside here in here. So nice little shot over here. Got the kind of broken window. I actually went in there, checked it out, but there wasn't really much. I was trying to see if there was going to be a shot like looking out of the window, but wasn't really much. Still kind of cool looking over here. Got the big silo here. Let me flip the camera. So I just dropped my lens cap and as you can see, I'm walking through about 4 feet of brush. So I thought it was gone there for a sec, but man, I just walked around for a little bit looking down, and I was like, it's gone for sure. Like, there's no way I'm gonna find it. And I found it. So that was pretty lucky. But let's check this out. There's not really any shots over here on the backside. I mean, maybe out here by this tree I could get something, but it's not a whole lot over here. I want to check out this silo. But yeah, I really thought my lens cap was just gone, dude. That was just pure luck. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to see it in this brush. And what do you know? Found it. Holy shit. Oh, this thing's pretty sketchy. Probably not gonna go in that, but check this out. Yeah, this thing's pretty sketchy. It looks like it could just fall over at any moment, like all the other buildings around here. But old silo, pretty cool. Yeah, that's like pretty sketchy. I'm not gonna go in that. But I was just thinking, dude, it would be crazy. The people that lived in this place. Yeah, so I was just thinking, like, it'd be nuts to back in the old days to actually have a farmstead way up here. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, this is out here, dude. Like, you're literally on top of a bluff, basically in the middle of nowhere. So it'd be pretty nuts to actually live up here back in the day. So this is the back side of the property. It's like, I'll show you guys. See the Mississippi River down there? Yeah, there's not really any shots over here. But still a cool view. Man, these fields go on forever. See the hay bales way out there. Or grass bales, I guess. Yeah, this is nuts, man. So, let me flip the camera again. So it is 1:40 right now. Time is just flying by. It's actually pretty nice up here. Got a little breeze going. But I've gotten a ton of shots around here, as you guys have been seeing. And I haven't videoed actually all of them, but I've videoed the best ones for sure. I'm gonna just have to walk through the brush again. So 140 right now. I'm saying maybe 20 or 30 more minutes of just making sure I can get everything I want. I'm sitting pretty good right now. I'm pretty happy with what I got so far. I don't know how much more there really is gonna be. Holy shit. So we're getting close to wrapping it up. Or not wrapping it up, but heading out from here. This actually looks kind of cool with the grass bale in the back there with that oak tree. Not oak tree, whatever that tree is. Yeah, so I'm just gonna look around a bit more. Not too much longer, and then we'll maybe check out these bales of grass, see if we can get some photos with those. Yeah, so as I was just recording there, I turned around and I see this nice landscape shot. So I think got the nice kind of grass bale in there, shadow of the trees, shadow of the tree, and then some kind of rolling hills in the background. You can actually see the tips of those turning yellow. Yeah, it's a good landscape shot right there. This has definitely been like one of the most exciting photo shoots in a while, quite a long time. I mean, it's just so fun to come across something like this and really just go exploring. Just totally something new and really cool. This is certainly just a gem of a spot, especially this time of year, man. It's perfect. Couldn't ask for much more. So I think what I'm gonna do is check out this shed one more time down there. See if there's anything around the house anymore that I want. And maybe check out this stuff over here, like this little building. So that's kind of the plan. A little more of a backed up shot here, kind of taking in the whole scene. This tree is just looking gorgeous against the sky too, and yeah, it just looked good. And with that, guys, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for this site. I'm not seeing a whole lot more. Yeah, so I think that's going to be it for the farm site, the old farmhouse. Yeah, there's just not I've taken so many shots around it. I think I'm at a good stopping point. So that was awesome. I mean, holy cow. That was... Like, I almost don't want to stop, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of want to keep hanging around here, but I think that's pretty much good. It's hard to find a stopping point when you're really in it like that, just getting all these good shots. But that was spectacular. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that good in terms of just the amount of opportunities. There's just tons of really cool angles, and even though it's like 2:15 right now, so I hit that pretty much exactly midday. And even though it's midday, like, the sun isn't too harsh over there because of the surrounding trees. And if you guys can see, so looks like the farmer, whoever owns this property, has they're like milk jugs. I'm pretty sure they're filled probably with like deer piss or like something to attract deer, it looks like. So yeah, definitely a hunting spot for these guys. But I'm happy I was able to get out here and not disturb anybody, or, I mean, there's literally, I'm the only person out here. So it's like, it's just, yeah, this doesn't happen often where you get something in a spot like this and you got it all to yourself. But I'm at the hill with these grass bales. That looks pretty crazy, right? So I'm gonna work with these for a little bit. See if I can't do something with these. I mean, just this shot alone. What you guys just saw right here. That looks kind of cool. I mean, very weird, kind of abstract. Like, against the blue sky there. That looks freaking crazy, actually. So, I'm gonna work around these. If you guys can see, the Mississippi's right there. So we got kind of some bluff action over there. But I'm mainly just focused on these grass bales. And then after I get some shots of these, we'll start heading back. It's been like 3 hours already. So this is gonna be a one and done shot here. But like I was saying, I kind of like this. This is kind of like a minimalistic shot almost. Kind of abstract looking. But you don't, I mean, I don't get the opportunity to like photograph grass bales or hay bales that often, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know, it's just like a weird looking placement of them against the blue sky. It's like, I was looking at this and I was thinking, this is kind of like Stonehenge, except it's Hayhenge. Oh god. But yeah, it was weird looking. I just wanted to take that shot. I'm not gonna, like, obviously once I walk up here you guys will see, but I mean, really pretty view looking down at the Ole Miss. But I just got the 22mm lens on, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to get big landscape shots like that. So that'll do it, friends. That will do it. Let me walk by the site one more time. Make sure I got everything I wanted. Which, yeah, I'm not gonna go back in and get more. I mean, the sun now is right there. So it's pretty much just, now the sun is actually looking pretty dang harsh. And it'd be cool to come up here early morning, get some different light. Yeah, that's gonna be it, man. That's gonna be it. Actually, that's kind of cool. worth taking. I already got some landscape on this angle. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good, man. Okay, friends. That'll do it for the farmhouse, the old farm site. I had to do a shirt change because I got a bunch of burrs over my all over my other one. Just walking through this stuff is just like crazy. So overgrown. Man, I almost don't want to leave. It's like such a cool spot, dude. Like, such a cool spot. In fact, you can kind of just walk through there. I mean, technically you probably should not be walking through there, but yeah, awesome. So yeah, I was thinking, just looking at these trees around here that you guys are seeing. So these get so much sun. That's why they're yellow already. Those leaves, they're gonna be down in like 2 weeks, guarantee. Maybe not even, maybe a week. They're gonna be down and it's just gonna be barren. So, I mean, ideally this is like, for this spot specifically, this is prime time for this spot. Now, granted, there's not like any red leaves or like maple trees out here. I don't think. I think these are like ash, maybe, and walnut. But yeah, just yellow leaves mainly. But with those yellow leaves and this spot just being completely in the sun 24/7, I guarantee you all those leaves are going to be done in like a week, 2 weeks, and that'll be it until next fall. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. You know what? I'm gonna take one more walk. I'm just gonna walk down to this opening and just take a look into the site from that angle one more time, and then I'm calling it. I'm really hungry. It's like 2:30 now. All right, friends. Final shot of the day here. Honestly, I don't know if this will turn out at all. I just thought this kind of looked cool. This kind of old relic of a tractor here. Looks like I was just kind of using it for parts, maybe. I just thought it looked cool, kind of sitting here with all these vines growing out of it. International Harvester, whatever that is, the old relic. So I just snapped a couple shots, and the leaves are looking pretty cool in the background too, just tints of yellow. But that'll do it. That'll do it, man. I am photoed out. Holy cow. 2:40 right now. I think we spent at least 2 hours just working around this whole site here. So we got old Skidoo as well. Actually, it doesn't look old. Looks actually in pretty decent shape. Snowmobiling up here would be awesome. So yeah, we're just gonna hit the trail, start heading back down, get some dang lunch. Starving. Okay, take one last look, guys. I know you probably can't see it very well, but one last look. That'll do it. I'm so happy with that shoot, dude. My goodness. Like I said, that was the most fun, most exciting kind of photo shoot I've had in quite some time. This stuff does not happen often, where you kind of just stumble across something like that. Now, a little backstory. I researched this site relatively well. Whenever I go hiking, especially with new areas, I'm looking at satellite imagery on just like Google Maps a ton. So when I was looking at this place, you can see this from the satellite imagery from Google Maps. So I saw that on the map, and I was like, is that like, and would I even be able to get up here? Like, that seems weird. There's just a old farm building, it looked like on the map, just kind of just sitting there. And I was like, I saw the trail kind of going right up to it like it is. And yeah, what do you know? I mean, it's just a gem though. I mean, again, only person out here. I have not seen a single person. I mean, like I said in the beginning, these scientific natural area spots that Minnesota has, I don't think Wisconsin really has these. At least I haven't seen them, but I've been to 2 now in Minnesota. One was the Mound Prairie SNA, and that was last fall. That was like episode 2 or 3, I think, last fall. And so this is the second one that I've been to. And they're all kind of like this. They're just like, they got some hiking trails, not really traveled on a lot. I think the DNR owns them or something. I have no idea. But it's like, they seem to be just kind of off-beaten, off-track, kind of rugged hiking spots. Like, this one didn't even say there were like designated trails, but there are kind of. So I think some of them don't even really have trails going through them. So it's just weird. Like, it just seems kind of like a natural area, but to be able to find this, I mean, this is like one of a kind. So yeah, I'm just so happy with how this went, dude. I'm so excited to see the photos when we get back. And yeah, just super stoked on this overall. And this is peak timing. I mean, to be able to get here last week into September before hunting season, I could maybe even come here like mid-October. I'd have to look, see when deer season starts. Again, definitely would not want to be up here during deer season. You know, that is private land. There were signs that was showing private land, so I'm just making that clear. Like, technically, you know, probably shouldn't like be walking through there, but I'm respectful. You know, I wasn't doing nothing, just taking photos, and no one's up here. So, but yeah, for anyone watching, I guess, word to the wise, just, you know, be respectful. And if you are in a situation like that for some reason, or you get yourself into something like that, some situation like that, and someone does come up to you, or you see someone and they want to have a chat, whatever, dude, just like, don't be a dick. Be totally respectful. You know, just ask politely if you can just like walk around, take some pictures, or just leave, you know, just be like, all right, man, good to go, no worries. You know, just, that's one thing you always gotta kind of keep in mind. It's like, especially if you're a photographer, you always want to keep that stuff in mind. And, you know, for the most part, I'm always taking photos of like other, like people's properties and stuff. It's like a bunch of house shots and all that. In the city, it's totally different. You know, you can be on public, you know, on the sidewalk and you're fine. But yeah, I'm going off on a rant. So I am going to hike down this trail. It's closing in on 3 o'clock. I'm starving. I've not had lunch. I didn't really have breakfast. Had a banana. So I can hear my stomach right now. So, gonna go down the trail we'll meet back at the truck and we'll wrap it up. We made it. We made it back. Whew. That was a long hike. It's about 3 o'clock right now. Just came off the bluff in the truck, and I am happy to be back in the truck. But yeah, man, that was an awesome hike. That was better than I hoped, better than I expected for sure. So that was sick. Yeah, I pretty much said all this stuff already, but pretty much hit that spot at the right time, I think. Those leaves up there are definitely going to drop soon. So got kind of the fall foliage up there pretty nicely, I think. And yeah, I mean, it would be cool to get up there kind of in the evening or in the morning. Probably in the morning, early morning would be best. So yeah, definitely gonna, that's what I was gonna say. I'm definitely gonna come back here. So I'm happy I found this spot. I'm happy I found this spot because definitely for sure gonna make this trek out here again. I don't know when, but it'll happen again for sure. Maybe even, I don't know if I'll come back up here this season again. Probably not. I don't know. We'll have to see. But definitely we'll come back to this spot and we'll check out the spot again. Different time of the year and see what it looks like. So yeah, as far as the rest of the day goes, so I am planning on going out for sunset, maybe a little bit before, like 6:30ish, and I'm looking at getting one shot of a laundromat. And specifically this laundromat in town, it has these maple trees that are kind of growing right in front of the building, but they make this really nice kind of arch. And those maple trees are like bright red right now. They're peaking right now. And it's like a 2-minute drive from my crib. So I think I'm going to go down there this evening, take out the zoom lens and really work that shot because I need to get it from the other side of the street. So if I have the zoom lens, I think it could turn out to be a pretty sweet shot. Just get kind of the laundromat sign in there, something like that, with the fall trees kind of growing over kind of into the shot. So I think that would turn out pretty cool. So we may cut to that next. I don't know how good it's going to be for like field footage because I'm going to be doing the zoom lens, but I can zoom in on my camera and stuff, my phone with like recording. So I'll probably bring you guys, we'll probably cut to that next. It'll be really quick. Just looking at getting one shot there, and then we'll just go right to the photo review back at the crib. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun kind of watching this and tagging along with me for that hike. I sure had a blast. It's always awesome just exploring something brand new and then stumbling upon just a gem of a spot. So that was a sick photo shoot. Definitely gonna come back. But yeah, we'll just cut to that next shot, or if I don't take any field footage, we'll just cut right to the photo review. So we'll see you guys back there. All right, friends, I'm coming to you live Thursday, October 3rd, and we are grabbing this shot here of this laundromat in between these trees. I'll zoom in. I got the zoom lens on for this, but we're right off kind of the main street in Onalaska here. And as you guys can see, we got a couple of maple trees, I believe, that are just looking gorgeous. So hopefully you guys can see that frame all right, but sorry about that. So I just went vertical here. I know it's blurry, but vertical and horizontal, just focusing on that laundromat sign. And that sun is hitting it real nice. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon right now. So I've been waiting to get this shot for quite some time. And again, just went vertical, right about in there. and really just wanted to get those trees, man, get the colors. So that turned out real good. I'm across the street here with the zoom lens, 70 to 300. So I think that turned out pretty dang good. Just wanted to get a little video for you guys. It's a busy road, so I was really planning, trying to time this one out right. Trying to figure out the best time in the evening to come out here and get the shadows kind of right on that building. Kind of get them right there, so. Turned out pretty good though. Ugh. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the crib. I know that was a very long field footage, so I'm going to try and keep this as quick as I can. Let me check the video, make sure I'm recording quick. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right, let's just get right into it. Yeah, so that was a very long field footage, but awesome hike. Everything on that hike was pretty exciting, to be honest. I was not expecting all that stuff. The whole farm building and all that stuff in there was pretty awesome. But like I said, I'm gonna try and keep this quick for you guys, because I know that was pretty long, and we got a good mix of kind of everything in this episode. So let's just hop right into it. We'll get onto my screen here, and we'll just start going through. So yeah, that was pretty much, that episode kind of covered the entire weekend, more or less. Yeah, for the kind of middle of September there. So for that first day, that first outing that you guys saw, that was super quick. Yeah, like I was saying, pretty much in the field footage, I was really only looking for kind of this one shot here that I was seeing of this tree, this silver maple here, with the house in the background. I already have this photo edited, actually, so I'll pull that up for you guys at the end, and you can see kind of the final version. But yeah, I was really kind of only going for that one shot. I kept seeing that tree as I was driving by on the road, so I was like, definitely wanted to hit it. A couple more down the alley here. Nothing too crazy, but just thought this was kind of a cool spot, kind of right down this alley, and the sunlight was popping through here a little bit, so those turned out relatively cool. And then down here there was kind of this house that was kind of hidden in these in this back alley, and I just thought kind of the trees growing around here looked relatively interesting. So just snapped a few pics of that, and then did a little walk by here. Wanted to keep it relatively quick. Again, I wasn't really seeing a whole lot, so these photos aren't. I wasn't taking too much time. I was kind of just seeing what was down here, seeing what I could get, and then came back to this shot, did a little bit higher exposure there. Honestly, it didn't turn out too bad. Do a little cropping on this, and that could turn out pretty good. But none of those were too, I guess, they weren't too spectacular or anything. But came back to this as the sun was setting here on this maple, kind of got it at the right time again, and I just like kind of this house in the background just peeking out there. So that one turned out pretty good. But again, that was pretty much the only kind of crisp shot I got from that short little outing on, I believe that was Saturday, like middle of September. I forget the date exactly, but yeah, again, was just kind of looking at that maple and wanted to see what kind of shot I could get from it. So moving on into the big hike that we just did, long hike. So starting off, just getting shots of the trail here. again, I was mainly looking for kind of that fall yellow tint that was coming through, and really you can see I was kind of looking up at the leaves, like was just really looking for that that yellow tint to come through on the photographs here. And then looking up the trail, super long trail heading up the bluff here. Not a bad shot, but nothing too amazing. You know, there's not a lot going on here. Just kind of focusing on the leaves there. But we'll run through those. So first, coming up on the farm site here, this got my attention right away. Kind of these yellow vines, and you'll see in the final edits, I have completed a few edits on some of these photos at the farm site, so we'll check those out at the end. But this caught my eye right away. Kind of this I don't even know what to call it, but this gap here in the building is kind of a look through, you know. So that turned out pretty cool. And then of the main building, the main kind of farmhouse, I love this shot. It's really kind of that October creepy. It definitely gives me kind of like a creepy vibe. It's kind of scary, almost scary looking. But yeah, I was really trying to frame it up with this. I believe this tree is just dead. I think this is like an ash tree. It looks just dead, or it just lost all its leaves. I don't know. But I was trying to make some framing go on here with this. And kind of all the trees, all of this was really cluttered. Like I was kind of saying in the field, there was a lot going on, a lot of overgrown vegetation and whatnot. So I was trying to work with that and build some kind of natural frames and natural borders to this stuff. So again, right when I got onto this site, I was a little bit overwhelmed. I didn't really know. You know, I just first just kind of started looking around, right? Kind of looking for my initial first shots. Again, I came back to this because I really wanted to dial in this shot here. You saw me there go up to the kind of the old shed. Took a few shots there, but those weren't the best. You guys will see me come back to that again as I just came back to this main shot. And then getting closer, wanted to see what I could get a little bit up closer, trying to get more detail on the side of the house here. These didn't really turn out as best as I thought, or as good as I thought they would. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like there should be, you know, something else going on here. But I didn't really get a lot of kind of crisp up-close shots at the front of the farmhouse there. So I came back to this shed. I noticed these kind of old metal kind of bins here. These metal bins with kind of these just weeds growing out. You can kind of see the leaves turning color there. So it's kind of picking up on that. And you'll see me kind of frame that up a bit. And these are kind of the good shots from this at this shed, at this location here. So we'll just keep moving through. Again, I'm going to try and run through these relatively quickly, so I'm not going to spend like a whole lot of time on each individual picture or anything because there's a lot here. But these are kind of, you guys will see me kind of go back to specific shots that I want to. You know, you guys will see it, like as I'm going through the photos, I'm going back to specific areas and specific locations and dialing it in more, kind of locking it in. This shot actually turned out pretty dope, I feel like. So this was at the back side of the building. I was trying to expose, so this is kind of all in shadows here, as you can see. So I tried to figure out the exposure there to make this kind of cracked window pop out. Give it more of like a highlight. And then, of course, framing it up with the yellow leaves on the top here, the kind of yellow fading leaves. I actually thought this shot turned out pretty dang good. I haven't honed in. You can kind of see me messing with the focus there, trying to get the focus right, because I was literally laying down. So I literally basically laid down for this shot. and got right down into the grass there to kind of look up at the house, if that makes sense. Tried to get a couple up close here of this window. None of them really turned out. This is kind of a backed up shot here, looking at the building through these trees, and then you guys will see me here go landscape, just trying to get an overall kind of picture of the scene and working in the changing leaves around here, trying to create a frame again with the trees and kind of just a natural border around the house. Really taking in kind of this overgrown vegetation. Was really kind of aiming for that and trying to capture that in these photos, just like the overgrowth of it all, kind of the rundown nature of it. Again, I came back here to this location. As I was saying, I was coming back to certain spots and locking it in, trying to get the best angle I could, and these were some of the best angles I could find. You can see I cut off, like, I focused in on this gap in the building, not the whole thing, because I was really trying to focus in on these yellow vines here and try and capture those, make them nice and sharp. And yeah, those turned out really good. I edited one of those, so I'll show you that at the end. Actually in the building here, so I was outside. Now, as I flip to this, I'm actually I'm about right here, looking out. So again, same vines, kind of different angle, looking out at the other farm building here. None of these are too crazy, but I think with some editing, I can make those kind of more interesting and give it some more life with some edits here on these photos. Obviously, I think I'll need to rotate those. Those are a little bit angled. I can already see it's a little bit angled, so I need to rotate those a little bit. Back at the main farm building, another angle here. Again, I saw this fence line and the overgrown vines kind of turning yellow, and wanted to just get another shot of the front side of the house, try and see, again, just try and capture all the good kind of angles that I could see. And then at this other farm building, so kind of on the other side of the property, kind of working my way through, I saw this shot actually turned out pretty cool here. I came back to this, but there's a cracked window here. You can see it's just completely overgrown. And then actually inside that building, I was just looking out, trying to see if I could get any interesting shots, kind of looking out these windows. None of them really turned out. I probably could have spent a little bit more time and locked those in a little bit better, but I just wanted to keep moving, keep going. So right in here, I came back to this shot, locked it in, kind of got that angle right, a little bit more in the brush. And that one actually turned out pretty cool, I think. You know, it's just good contrast with this building. I don't know. I just like this shot. I like the composition of it all. It just gives you kind of that desolate feeling, that kind of out in the middle of nowhere type feeling. So, all right, moving through now, way on the back side of the property here. Looking out, this shot I did not expect. I kind of just saw as I was taking the video, if you guys remember, I kind of saw on the video while I was taking it, I saw this angle, I saw this shot kind of coming through here, and I was like, oh, I should take a picture of that. So got that kind of grass bale in the background there. I was right underneath this tree, so it was creating a bit of a shadow for me to get under and mess around with the exposure, try and dial it in a bit. And then again, I kind of went to the front of the house and did some more angles a bit, went back to this shed, kind of locked that in a bit. You can see the sun is changing, so now it's completely hitting the shed. But just wanted to be sure I was getting all of those. And then this shot I actually really, really, really like. So again, we're backed up a bit, kind of on the edge of the property, and I was creating this kind of natural frame with these trees here, and the house obviously just peeking out So you can see I'm down the hill a bit, so I'm kind of on a slope here, looking up at the building, and this tree, it's obviously turning a bit yellow. So I was noticing that right away and wanted to kind of get that framed up and get a nice shot of that. So that was the farm site there. You guys can see I'm at the grass bales now. So moving through, gonna keep moving through relatively quick. Try and keep this video or the editing portion as short as I can. So grass bales, nothing crazy, guys. Just simple, kind of abstract shot. As I was explaining in the field, I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." This shot, this angle. Obviously, we just got blue sky in the background, and then the grass bales. So I just thought it was kind of abstract, a little interesting, not something you really see every day. And again, I was explaining in the field, like I don't get the opportunity to take photos of those too often. So these were nothing. I just kind of saw this tractor. I was like, let's snap a couple pics of this just to have it. Just this shot actually isn't too bad. I didn't take too much time there with it, but actually now that I'm looking at it, it's not too bad. So, but just thought it was relatively interesting, old relic of a tractor. And then we got some nice leaves are still a little bit light green here, but you can tell everything is kind of got that tint of yellow here. So that was all of the shots for the farm outing. You guys are getting a little sneak peek here of October. You can see my October folder is very full already. All right, so the last little bit here. All right, I absolutely love this photo. So that if you guys made it all the way to the end of the field footage, the last little bit there, I went out on like October 3rd or 4th. I think it was Thursday or something. So it was actually a weekday. I just went out after work, and I was scoping this shot for quite some time. I actually drive by this place quite a bit, so I was scoping this out, and I was like, I have to bust out the zoom lens and go down here late afternoon, close to sunset, and get this shot. So you guys will see here, I take a lot of photos. I'm taking a lot of shots, lining it up, and then we got this guy. This guy walked through the photo here as I was taking the shot, and it turned out great. I mean, when something like this happens, I just think it's really cool. So that's definitely going to be, the shot that I edit, and we got good focus on that all the way through. Just a really cool shot, man. I mean, I was pretty shocked, and it's just one of those times when everything kind of comes together, right? All the pieces kind of come together, and it just works. So this was pretty unexpected, but really awesome, just beautiful fall shot. Really can't ask for much more than this right here. So this turned out, I was just stoked with this. Yeah, and you guys can see me going through. I went landscape for a couple of those, just wanted to see what it looked like. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this guy coming, kind of walking up the sidewalk here, and I was like, all right, I got to get ready for this. And, I had the zoom lens on, so I was relatively far away, kind of just sniping. So that is all the photos, guys. Let's hop off the screen. I kept that as quick as I could. I'm under 20 minutes right now for editing, so that's pretty good for all those photos. But hope you guys enjoyed this whole fall episode, the whole weekend. That was pretty much an entire weekend, plus this small Thursday clip at the end there. So that was pretty much full weekend, and got some really awesome shots at that farm site up on top of the bluff. I'm definitely going to go back there someday. Not sure when, but I'm definitely going to go back and do some more exploring, maybe in a different season or something like that. But yeah, and then that last shot there, it's just, yeah, amazing. I don't even need to explain it anymore. That last one is just awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode though, and stay getting outside, enjoy the fall weather while you can before the dark winter gets here, and there's no more daylight left and the sun sets at 5 o'clock. The sun has been setting at like 6:30 right now, and we haven't hit daylight savings yet, so it's coming though. But let's wrap it up. That'll do it for me, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.